Can you be addicted to a relationship that you hate? You absolutely can be. You can be addicted to the highs and lows, the influx of the stress hormones, the cortisol, the adrenaline, the toxicity that's then met with what? The reunion, the passionate reunion of oxytocin, dopamine. It's chemical. Look at the word chemical dependency. Take off the chemical and add co, and what do you get? Codependency. When you're in a trauma-bonded relationship, it's a chemical addiction to a relationship, to a person. And what this does is it mirrors and mimics relationship dynamics with individuals you've had in your past, meaning what? That it's familiar. And because it's something that you've experienced before, your brain gives you the green light to enter that relationship because what? It feels familiar. It feels safe. It doesn't feel like a threat because it's something that you've already encountered in your past. And so you stay in this dynamic, and what you find yourself doing is actually overcompensating, trying to prove your worth, prove that you're lovable, and you lose your identity in the process. And what happens is you start to doubt your own reality. You start to doubt your own sanity. Am I the one who's going crazy? Maybe I am the problem in this relationship. And when love and affection is held over your head like a carrot on the end of the stick, then what you end up doing is you end up self-sacrificing. You end up losing your identity. You end up betraying yourself, abandoning yourself, neglecting yourself as a way to meet the needs of another person. You should never have to do this in a relationship. You should never have to betray or abandon your authenticity to meet the needs of another individual. In a healthy relationship, people meet you where you're at. In a dysfunctional relationship, it's I need you, I need you. In a healthy relationship, it's I chose you. I choose to be in this relationship with you. There's individuality, there's a sense of self apart from the relationship. And when you're in this type of toxic dynamic, the reason you don't leave the relationship is because it's not a conscious process. Anything new poses a threat because it's unfamiliar. Because what's predictable is what's familiar. What's familiar is what's known. What's known appears safe. And what's safe doesn't appear like it's a threat, even though maybe it is. So if you're in this type of dynamic, what I encourage you to do is look at why are you in this relationship? Why do you settle for breadcrumbs in a relationship? Why don't you believe that you deserve more in a relationship? Why do you stay in a dynamic that you're unhappy in? Because at some point in time, you can blame the other person for the abuse, but at some point in time, you got to take a long, hard look in the mirror and ask yourself, why am I still here? Why do I remain in a dynamic that I have identified to be toxic and dysfunctional for me? What does that say about me? Why do I want to be in a relationship with someone that doesn't reciprocate love? Why? What is that about? And see, the answers to that question start to open up a doorway for you. And that doorway can take you to somewhere better because you can do the necessary work that you need to do on yourself to heal and mend those fractured parts of you that cause you to stay in dynamics that no longer serve you. When you know and understand your worth and value, you start to elevate the standard in your life. And for some of us, it's time to create a new standard.